What's happening here in Barbados? It's land tax time, and the government of Barbados has introduced a brand new land tax e-billing portal. This e-billing portal is available for you to make your payments online with your credit card or debit card. Okay, and here's the bonus. The bonus is, traditionally, we do know that coming up to the end of September or up to October 1st, if you're making that payment through one of the physical locations, you'll be eligible for your 10% discount, right? Up to October 1st, and by October 30th, you're eligible for a 5% discount. However, the government has decided to now extend the deadline for your payment if you're using this new e-billing land tax portal. Let's say that again. If you're using the e-billing land tax portal to make your payments, your time frame for getting your 10% discount has now actually been extended until December the 31st, 2023. So that's a benefit if ever there was one, or an incentive for you to go ahead and sign up. So we're going to walk through exactly what you need to do so. If we're just meeting, my name is Julian Greig. I'm an e-commerce consultant as well as content creator based here in Barbados. So let's take a step back and let's find out exactly how you can make payments today for this financial year now, 2023 to 2024. So first and foremost, as we said, we have a new land tax e-billing portal. We will go through the details of that. You can find it from bra.gov.bb or another site which will point you to directly to the site. You can also, if you're a SurePay customer, you can utilize their online tool and their online billing platform of surepaybillsonline.com. So those are your two methods of doing it if you're utilizing the online medium. If you're using a check, do your regular, you walk into the physical location, you tear off the bottom of your land tax bill, clip your check to it and drop it in the drop box at the BRA location accordingly. And if you're using cash, yes, you're going to be able to walk into the designated BRA outlets to make that payment via cash, or you can make that at the SurePay locations. Okay, so let's step through what those payment locations are one more time and their opening hours for you. So Bridgetown Street Mall, that location is open 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Warren's Tower 2 in Warren St. Michael, open 8:15 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Holetown Public Center in Holetown St. James, open 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Southern Plaza Oistins Christchurch, open 8:15 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and Pine East West Boulevard, open 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And of course, the SurePay outlets open based on SurePay's regular opening hours, okay, on their network. So that's where you can, if you want to, make those physical payments. Let's step back as well and now take you through exactly the key information that you're going to need when you are utilizing any of these payment options. So first and foremost, you're going to need a MAP reference number. Okay, that's located on your bill. It's usually in the format of 2 digits, dot 2 digits, dot 2 digits, dot 3 digits, slash another digit. Okay, so that's standard. Your MAP reference number, it references back your physical location. Next, you're going to need a bill number. Now this is actually on your bill. It's actually called a doc number. So a little bit of difference in terminology there. So if you see BRA ask you for a bill number, they're actually referring to the doc number. It's usually in the format of three letters and then a number of digits hyphen a number of digits. So my own is STX, number of digits hyphen number of digits. Then you're going to need a receipt number. Where do you get this receipt number? Of course, from your payment that you made for your land tax 2022 to 2023, you can also utilize that for your registration or when you're making your payments. Key other thing to know, or key bit of information that's necessary, is that if you're registering just as an individual, you can actually utilize the services up to 5 properties. So up to 5 properties, once you're using the new land tax e-billing portal, you're able to register that. If you're an agent, obviously now registering for more individuals or organizations, I believe it scales up to 30 properties. You can utilize, therefore, the agent selection when you're signing up for an account. So what are the key things that you're going to need actually when you are signing up for this brand new account before you even start the process? First and foremost, you're going to need a valid email address. It's a valid and an active email address for you to be able to get some verification information. You're going to need a valid and active mobile number. You're going to need your TAMIS number, your TIN, your unique number for you. And you'll also need, as referred to before, the bill number, which is really the doc number on the document, either the bill number or the receipt number. Okay, so either or the bill or the receipt, but all of 3 you definitively do need. So reiterating, your standard discounts, if you're going to go into a physical location, remain as a 10% by October 1st and 5% by October 31st. However, if you're using the land tax e-billing portal, that is available to you up until December 31st, 2023. You will be able to access the 10% discount. Okay, so now we're going to get into the details of actually physically signing up on this walkthrough screen by screen, and do a demonstration of signing you up now on this new land tax e-billing portal. Welcome, and today we're going to be doing a full walkthrough of signing up for the new Barbados Revenue Authority land tax e-billing portal. Okay, so if you come to access the site, you have 3 ways of accessing this new land tax portal. Method number 1 is simply coming to bra.gov.bb. That's bra.gov.bb. You'll come to the top left hand side of the screen, click on Pay, and click on Land Tax. That will take you to the main site. Okay, so that's method number 1. Method number 2, if you come to the BRA site, you can now scroll down. In the middle of the site, you'll see this area called Land and Property. You'll click there, and under Land and Property, scroll up and then click View and Pay Your Bill. Takes you back to the same site. Okay. And method number 3. Method number 3 is actually my preferred method, and that is simply to go directly to the site, save all the keystrokes and clicking and anything else that may come up. And that site therefore is bill.bra.gov.bb. Okay, this is the new land tax e-billing portal. You can look here and see all the information. They tell you what you need to access your account online. They answer some frequently asked questions: who is liable for tax, how is land tax determined, the key dates, and how you can make those land tax payments. Earlier on in the video, we did again confirm that if you're signing up in this year, 2023, up until your payments, your 10% discount has now been extended. So if you're using this land tax e-billing portal, your 10% discount is extended from September the 30th or October the 1st up until December the 31st, 2023. That 10% is still applicable on your land tax bill. If you have any issues, you're able to use the form, contact us form, put in the relevant information, and that will be emailed off. If you need to call the Land Tax Department, you can also use the BRA hotline here, 246-429-ETAX or 429-3829. And you're also able to email them with any of your issues at bramail@bra.gov.bb. Now, for this particular new land tax portal, you will see at the bottom here that any valid Visa or MasterCard, credit card, or debit card will be accepted. Okay. So scrolling back up, just to again get you in the frame of mind of now registering for this brand new account. So what are you going to need? One thing that's not listed here is you will need an active email address. So an active and one that you have access to right away. You are going to need that email address. Secondly, you'll need your identification. So you need your ID card, or at least access to your ID number. Next, you will need your TAMIS TIN. And then last, you will need either your most recent land tax bill, of course, that one which should have been sent off for the financial year 2022 to 2023, or your last payment receipt, again for 2022 to 2023. One thing I'll reiterate again as well, when they refer to a bill number, when we'll see that during the sign up, the bill number on your BRA bill is actually a DOC number, DOC number, okay, with 3 letters and then a number of digits. So 3 letters, number of digits, hyphen number of digits. What's most important when you're putting in all this information is that you put it in exactly as it is on the BRA documentation. Okay, so let's get into the actual sign up. Since this is a brand new account, for the purposes of this demonstration, what I'm going to be using is a demo account. So we are going to go and register now. So obviously, if you've registered or completed this registration process before, you can simply click log in. But we're going to start brand new and fresh. So we're going to go top right here and we're going to register now. Again, if you're already registered, you can simply click login here and you'll be able to log in with the relevant information. However, if you're just starting out, this is what you need. You're only going to need an email address and, of course, some form of password. As I said, an active email address. This password, as you can see, some limitations on it. It has to have at least 8 characters and include 1 number and 1 symbol. Okay. If you are a property owner and you own up to 5 properties, you'll be able to utilize this property owners tab. If you are an agent, then you click on the agents tab at the top here, and you're able to therefore register more than 5. I believe it scales up to 30 properties. Okay, so up to 5, register on the property owners. Above 5, then you will have to register under the agent's side. So let's put in our email address and start the process. And we're going to put in a password here. We're going to use the strong password. Of course, as I say, depending on what system you're using, you can also put in your own. Okay. And of course, if you want to, you can use the terms of use or the privacy policy or cookie policy. You can read all of those documents. So we will continue. And the first thing that happens, as I said, you need that access to that email address. Why is that so important? As you can see, they've already sent off now a validation email to that email address, and you will have a code that will be sent to you, and that code is valid only up to, as you can see, the countdown starts right away. So that code is valid up to 15 minutes. Just awaiting the arrival of my own here, and we will see as it comes through, and we will refresh over here. Hasn't come through yet. We will just wait a little bit longer for it to get to us here in our Gmail account. And like any good recording, of course, we did not receive it in time. And so what we did is go back to double check the email address that we put in, and we actually put in a space here. So we're going to go back and, of course, rectify that. So that's demoaccount.julian@gmail.com. And we're going to go back and click continue. And now, again, you can see the clock restarts once again. And here we have our email address verification over here on our Gmail account. We will look and see that verification, as I say, is active only for those within the 15-minute period. So our code is 52293. Let's go back here, this screen. It's verified, and in we go. So the mobile number as well. You can put in your mobile number, and as you can see, it will also, or should also, be sent a verification code. You can skip this process if you want to. I'm going to try and see if the code actually does get sent to my mobile number also. The first time that I did this process for another account, unfortunately, it also did this. So I am not too perturbed because I was able to complete the process without it. Okay, so something may be happening from the technical point of view, but that has not been sent through to my mobile number. So we are now going to move on. So we skip this mobile number and we move on to this section, which tells us about the registration type. For the demonstration, I'm only going to be registering as a regular homeowner. So I'm going to choose the registration type of a individual. As you can see, the other registrations that you can do: partnership, incorporated, charity, or a business name, depending on who the owner of the property is. And here's some additional information now that they do need. So they're going to need your nationality, of course. They're also going to need your national ID number, date of birth, your title, first name, last name, middle name, and as I said, the TAMIS number. Okay, so I'm going to input this information and then click continue. Once you've reached the bottom of that page and you click continue, you should also get a check mark down by the TAMIS number, and that check mark changes the text underneath the TAMIS number to tell you whether it is valid or not. Green is valid, red it is not. So I got a valid TAMIS number and proceeded. The next aspect of the registration is now it's going to ask you for some billing information as well of your address. So address 1, address 2, the city that you're located in, the parish, your zip code, the country, and of course some telephone numbers. So and they ask you, of course, how did you hear about the portal? So I'm going to go back and input this information accordingly and continue from there. And once you have completed entering all of your address information and where you heard about the portal from, you click obviously proceed and begin the setup of the account, and you get to this screen. And this screen, as you can see, congratulations, registration has been successful and a profile has now been activated. You can now proceed to the login page to access your account. Okay, and of course, depending on the email system that you're using, you can always check the junk mail folder and add this BRA mail address to your safe senders, depending on the information that they're going to be sending out to you with regards to anything associated with this new land tax e-billing portal. Okay, so we're going to go to the account, and this is where now you're going to add your additional information. So the account has now been set up. As you can see, now this is where you're going to be adding your properties. I'm going to add in one property here. You can see, as I mentioned before, the map reference number. You automatically put it in that format. You'll also need the bill or your receipt number, as I said. So if it's a bill number, you can see it's in this format. Again, please put in all the hyphens exactly as it is on the bill. And if it is a receipt, you see that this changes as well to all numerical values, as well as with the hyphens in there. So put it in exactly as it is on your last receipt or exactly as it is on the last bill. And as I said, for this, 3 letters, then some digits, hyphen digits. And this bill that they're referring to is also known as the doc number. Okay? And once you've completed that process, you now get this type of information. So on the left here, you'll see that you have your dashboard, the properties that you've registered, your bills, that's past bills, of course the payments, and your forms. And on the dashboard, you'll see these various bits of information: the location of the property, who the owners are, the period that you're paying for. This is green, so that means I'm in good standing here. You can switch as well in the current period and all time. On the right hand side, you'll see all of your recent payments, or you can view all of those payments. And at the bottom of the page, you'll see that you also have a quick links to many of these other options. So you can quickly make a payment. If you're a pensioner, you can apply on here for your rebate form. You can put in your agricultural rebate here as well. If you're a villa owner, your villa rebate can also be done from here. And a ministerial waiver form, of course, if you want to apply here and that is applicable to you, or an objection form if you're lodging an objection to the entry on the valuation. Okay, so those are the different options that you have available to you under this account. When you click the property, you will see again the key information here coming across the top, roll number or your reference number, where the location is, who the owners are. Okay, and this is where you'd be able to add a property. As I said, for homeowners, you're adding up to 5 properties, and for agents up to 30. Clicking on bills, on this you'll be able to see again your map reference number, and here you have access to some really good information, which is you can actually see the land tax bill itself. Okay, so these were issued electronically on September the 1st, 2023. You can see the credit, arrears, and the tax that's due. And you can now obviously keep a track and scroll right back down. So you can view the actual land tax bill with all of its details simply by clicking this button. For payments, you also have quite a bit of information. It also goes through the receipt number, the date that the receipt was paid, It was an e-payment, and you're allowed to now therefore download the e-receipt and know the amount that was paid. I believe this e-payment was made last year utilizing the then portal, which was the Easy Pay. My understanding is that obviously particularly for this land tax, they're moving forward for this particular service on this new billing portal. And so when I went and checked this year on Easy Pay, that option was not available. On the left, clicking on the forms again, you again have access, as I said, to the pensioners rebate, agricultural rebate, villa rebate, and ministerial waiver form, and of course an objection form. So if you want to make a payment, you simply click back to the dashboard. In the center of the screen, you'll see this. You're able to view your current bill or make a payment. And when you click on the make a payment, you're taken to, of course, the payment screen, telling you the period, the principal, the interest, the penalty, what your discount is, and of course your overall total. When you're making this payment, therefore, you can make a partial payment or a full payment accordingly. And when you click the Make Payment Now button, sorry, let's just put on an amount here. So I'm going to say I'm going to make a payment of $100. You're about to pay a total of $100 for this period. Please click the Make Payment Now to complete that payment. When you click, it is then taken through to the payment screen, and for that payment screen you have all of this relevant information now, which is displayed for you. Your card information, the billing information associated with the card, the total that you're paying, and again reference back to your actual land tax reference number. Okay, so once you've filled in that information, you can click continue, and the payment will be processed accordingly, and you will receive a confirmation email coming back to whatever information you input along with your setup of your account. So I hope that this was very useful. Again, this is the full walkthrough of this new land tax payment portal. Please, of course, encouraging you, for those of you who are able to log on, please complete the registration and of course get your discount up until the December 31st, 2023. Look forward to seeing you in another video. Thanks for sharing your time with me. Of course, if this was very useful and meaningful information, please don't keep it to yourself. If there are other individuals who you think can benefit from this, please share it with them accordingly. And if you do like valuable content like this, I'm inviting you, of course, to subscribe to the channel for additional information coming up. Thanks once again, and I'll see you in the next video.